Hey y'all, so as you can see, I have another bag out. Obviously not a declutter, so that means we are packing for something, which I am so excited about. But when you see this video, I will have already come back from my trip, which means at the end of this video, I will do a little bit of a show of what I used, what I didn't use, things like that. So this time it's going to be a longer trip. I'm going to be gone for a little while longer than last time, but there should be some content in between. I made sure to film some stuff before I left, which is really nice. So this should be not too long, but you know, just a little bit long to show kind of what I'm looking at here. So I have my bag. I chose a different bag this time. This is my, from the Outset. It's from their Jurassic Park collection. I just love this bag. It is so big and it's got like this canvasy feel, which I really love. So let's start with this little pocket right here. Right now I just have little hair clips because I forgot my hair clips last time. That was a bad on my part. And obviously we're gonna need my little switch here. I don't think I'm gonna pack anything else in there just in case, but we're just gonna, if I can get this to close, there we go. But I am going to pack up my bag again to show you what I am bringing this time compared to what I brought last time. And just explain a little bit of why I'm bringing certain things. So for example, I have my Amy Collet bag out, and as you can see, I have the white base, the regular base, my pink pencil and my brown pencil, because obviously I want to do a pink and brown lip. There is also like a really nice event I have to be at during this trip. So I want to make sure that I do have some neutral colors in here, as well as, you know, my fun makeup. But y'all know I usually typically wear a nude lip. When I do color, I typically do a nude lip. But I did bring two of my Gimme brows because this is a travel size. I have been using it a lot. I typically use it a lot at my desk, at my other desk. So I wanted to make sure that if this one died out, at least we'd have that one on hand. But this is what's going in this packet. Then, as a little bit of a change up, I do want to mention that I do have my Nars powder again, but as an under eye powder, I wanted to try something a little different. So instead of a pink powder, I got this new one during the Ulta sale. It's Tarte's Lavender powder. And I thought I'd give that a try. Since it really only goes under my under eyes, I'm not too worried about it needing to set my face. So we're gonna put those in there. And then a neutral highlighter, just because like I said, I am probably going to be wearing some neutral makeup. So I need something to mesh in with all of that. Like, I gotta make sure that I am set in that case. But another change up is I am going to bring my new Beauty Moon highlighter. This is an Eden. And I love this one because it's technically a green highlighter, but it has this like almost pinky shift to it at some points. So I wanted to bring something fun, whether it be for an inner corner highlighter or highlight or for my actual highlighter. I think that would be beautiful. So we have those products as well. Some other repeats, and only because they are like my staple products, it just has to be kind of deal. I am bringing the Milk Hydro Grip for those gel tint days. I debated bringing Supergoop, but since I do have sunscreen on me, actually, you know what? Scratch that. We are not gonna bring that. We are gonna bring Supergoop because I realized I only have a travel size sunscreen. And if this dies out, this might be handy to have. So we're gonna bring those. And then my Sephora setting spray. I would bring this Urban Decay, but like that is at the end. Like that is not gonna make it through my whole trip. And then I'm going to bring my Luminous Silk, which you can already see is like so low. So it won't be the end of the world if it does end up like finishing out during this trip. And then obviously Kulfi concealer. Love this stuff. trying to use it up so I can get another one, because of course we need to make sure that we are refreshing our products at some point. But, you know, didn't want to leave my Kulfi out because it is the most reliable concealer I own. A little bit different is, so I am bringing the CoverGirl because, like I said, neutral makeup, but I am also going to bring the Call Me Queen mascara. It's in waterproof, it's black. I'm just trying to use it up. It's not my favorite. It's a little wetter of a formula than I like, but it's usable. I just need to use it up, so we're gonna bring it. And then I am bringing 2 new lip glosses, which I'm so excited about. We're gonna bring the Kiko Milano Pink because, gosh, that is gorgeous. Like, every time I use that, it is so gorgeous. And then Colourpop Clear Gloss, because I thought about that Salem Cosmetics gloss and I got nervous at the idea of losing this on this trip. So yeah, I definitely fixed that up. And then we have this. This is the Baby Got Bronze. It says it's a bronzer, but if you've ever looked at the color, that's pretty contoury. So I'm gonna bring this. It does have a smell, not an offensive smell, but it does have a smell. So we're gonna bring this little sucker here to the UK. Like I said, it's an easily replaceable product compared to some of my others. I'm gonna bring 2 jars of my Laniege water bank, not because, well, because like this one's going out, and I probably need to have just another jar on standby because I don't need my full jar, because oh my gosh, my full jar is like this big compared to like this big, and I don't want to bring my full jar and then lose my full jar and then have to repurchase that, because these are like 100 points at Sephora and that is $40. You pick and choose. Ooh, I am going to bring a sponge. The sponge, and I chose a different container this time. So this is like a little Charlie Brown like coffee cup that I got from Profusion. Super cute. Here's my eyelash curler. Honestly, from Wet n Wild, this is like really dang good because it fits my eye just a little better than my Shiseido. Like, you can see they're like different shapes, and this one just fits just a little better on my face. So next, I am going to bring my Kulfi lip oil because this time I do plan on actually using my lip oil this time for just those touristy days, because I am going to be doing a little bit of tourism. I'm so excited. Tape. This is makeup tape. Just wanted makeup tape. I do like my shields, but I noticed that the tape is a little easier to see. I don't know how. The tape is a little easier to see when I am doing my makeup. So the shields will stay here this time, and the tape is coming with me. It's just an Amazon purchase, so it's not going to be devastating if I lose it. Hey y'all, so I left this to do some things, and I was waiting on a product, and it's 2 days, 2, 3, something like that. It's been a few days since I've updated, and I've had some thinking, and so I've changed some things up. So for example, I took out my blushes, I took out my highlighter, and I took the Kaja Bento box out, and I took out the other blush. So that is something. And I finally figured out some other things. So I'm gonna show you the rest of what I'm bringing and why. So I was waiting on something because I wanted a peach lipstick, and I was waiting on an order to come in from a new brand, and I cannot remember the name at this moment. Let's just move that over. But it was, I got it. Beautiful textured lipstick. Issue is, it was too warm. It was too warm for me. So that was fun. And then there was a highlighter I was gonna pack, and then I accidentally broke it. I dropped it. It shattered. I had to repress it. It is mostly saved. I probably lost a ton of product. There's probably still pink highlighter sprinkled here and there on the table. That's been fun. Fun times, fun times. Doing my best here. Traded some stuff out, figured some stuff out, and I think we're good to move on from here. All right, so I'm gonna show you the eyeshadow palettes I am bringing. So the first one I'm bringing is the Unveiled palette from Sydney Grace and Kendra Matthews. So just so you know what it looks like, it's just your basic like palette. It's got neutrals, it's got a little bit of pinks. This will be good for days that I just want to chill on my makeup and do something a little bit more natural, or I need a more natural look, because there are some events I am going to that I'm going to need a natural look. And at first I didn't think this would fit in here, but it does fit in here. Look at that. Magic. That was another thing I was trying to figure out. Next is the Twilight palette, because there are some moodier, grungier looks I would love to do, because I have some outfits that would match this really well. So Twilight is coming with me. Love that. And then the final palette, which cannot fit in my bag. I tried. Wait, we'll try something in a second, is the Beauty Moon Ice Maiden palette. I love this palette. It is so beautiful. And I just wanted some icy colors. To be quite honest, I just wanted icy colors. So I packed this. As you can see, I did not learn my lesson from the last time of packing too much makeup. See, yeah, no, not gonna fit. So what I'm gonna do is I got some bubble wrap. Sorry for people who that bothers. I have bubble wrap, so we're gonna use bubble wrap. We're gonna wrap it, and then we're gonna put it in my bag. So hopefully it won't die, because I will be very sad if it dies. Luckily, I can order a new one because orders have opened back up, but I don't want to order a new one, so let's not break this. All right, I am also going to bring this Hourglass palette, which is why I took out my blushes. Got a peach, a pink, a highlighter, a setting powder, and a bronzer, which is why I traded those out for this, just because I wanted to try it out and have like a good try with it. And I felt like it would be more compact than what I was working with. So we're going to put that in there. There we go. Everything is fitting so well. Next is lip products. We are going to bring the Kulfi lipstick. I love this pink. It is which one is it? Bangle Box. There we go. This is Bangle Box. We're going to bring her. We are also going to bring this L'Oreal lipstick in Fairy Tale Ending. So yes, I have owned this before. It's a great lipstick. Oh shoot, has that been... I just bought this, and I think someone's already opened it, because that looks pretty... Okay, I guess I'm returning this. Well, that was sad. So I guess I'm still on the look for a peach lipstick. Great. Because I really don't want to bring Flesh Pot with me, because it is in that like limited edition packaging, but I don't have a ton of peach lipsticks, which is my issue. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. And then I am bringing this lip gloss from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. It is Shooting Star. This is just gorgeous. Let's pop her open. Like, look at that. That is gonna be so beautiful. So I am so excited to wear that. And then finally, the highlighter. It's a pretty pink highlighter. It's from ColourGram. Cute, compact, and a little square cube. It's a cube. We're gonna put that in there, and that's gonna be my pink highlighter. But so far, this is what I got. I will update y'all on whichever pink lipstick I use. Peach. Whatever peach lipstick I find, I will let y'all know. If not, I may just... I'm right now just debating getting a nude lipstick out. Just like a pale nude. I'm using that instead of peach, because this is just now getting ridiculous. I will figure out what I'm gonna do. I will update y'all. See you in a minute. Haha! All right. I literally was filming 5 seconds ago, and I realized I had this lipstick from Colourpop, just barely. It's a nude peach. Perfect. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. I cannot believe I found that in my collection. So I'm going to return the one that was used, like obviously used, and I'm going to use this. This is great. Holy crap. My makeup desk saved the day. Knock on wood. All right, that's all I'm packing. I will be back in a few weeks to tell you what I used. See you then. All right, I am back from my vacation, and I had such a lovely time. I promised that I would tell y'all what products I actually used and what I didn't use. And I split them up into 4 categories. Stuff I used every day, stuff I used most days, and then stuff I used some days. Oh, and then ones I didn't use at all. And that one will be pretty easy, which is these 2. Sadly, I didn't get an opportunity to wear one of these because the colors just weren't exactly matching what I brought. So sadly, this Beauty Moon highlighter and lip gloss did not get used. But excitingly enough, I have new products to show from Beauty Moon, so I might be able to get to use these while I do that. All right, and then next is some days I used. So these are the ones I some days used. So the Supergoop Protectint, as you can see, oh my gosh, it's almost gone. But I used that some days. This I used for a couple of nice events I went to, but it wasn't an everyday foundation for me. The Tarte Creaseless powder in Lavender, I didn't use this as much just because I didn't always want a brightening look. So that didn't get used as much. And then these 3. So these 3 I paired together typically. I just didn't have an opportunity to like wear peach as much. I wore more pink, but that's just to be expected with me. So these got used like once or twice, but not always. Sadly, this only got used once, which is fine. This got used once or twice because I did a couple of colorful looks while I was gone. And then the Call Me Queen, I just didn't do a lot of bold, colorful looks, and I usually wear bold black mascara when I do colorful looks. This is the Colorgram highlighter. I used it a couple times with some pink looks, but honestly, I'll show you which highlighter I used the most. And then contour, I just didn't contour as much. For some reason, I actually used more bronzer. And then the Twilight and Ice Maiden palettes, I used a couple of different like bold, colorful looks, but not as many times as I wanted to. I honestly, you'll be kind of surprised which palette I got a lot more use out of than that one. So we'll get those to the side. And then these are the ones I used most days. So pink lipstick looks. The reason I can't say I used it every day is because I did do a couple of peach every once in a while. So I used those. So I actually used this quite a lot while I was gone. This is the Benefit Professional Foundation. I am in 1C, and I bought this right before I left, and I ended up packing it, and I really like it so far. I saw a lot of people recommend it and got a little jealous, had some Sephora points, credit. So I went and bought it, and I actually really enjoyed it. All right, my Matte Veil Longwear Eye Primer. Can't say I used it every day because I did use some colorful looks, so the white was very helpful. This I used most days only because I used the black mascara, but I do really love this mascara for more toned down looks, and I did a few more toned down looks than I thought I would. And then Fenty Beauty highlighter. I used this one quite a bit actually. I forgot how much I loved it, and then I started playing with it again and was like, oh crap, I don't use this a lot. I wish I did, and so used it a bunch. Then the Unveiled palette is the neutral palette I brought. Of course, it's upside down. This is what it looks like on the inside. I don't think I've really done much with it on the channel, but it was really nice to go to some of those nicer events in something more neutral, natural, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I was kind of surprised because I usually get a lot of compliments from my more colorful looks back in the States. But where I was in the UK, apparently a lot of people liked my natural looks, so it's very nice. And then these are what I used every day I was there. So these are the products. Obviously, sunscreen, because even though it was cloudy where I was, don't want to burn myself. Moisturizer. Obviously, I use this a lot. I actually didn't dip into my second tube, but that was nice to have. Kulfi concealer. Obviously, I use concealer pretty much every day that I wore makeup, so obviously it was very helpful. And then my Sephora Make It Last setting spray. Used this a bunch. I actually feel like a dent in this, so that's pretty good. My Nars powder, I think I actually made more of a dent in it because I pretty much use this every day to set my face. So that was very helpful. Now the Hourglass palette. This is what I used. I do want to try it a little bit at home with my tools because that peach blush, that highlighter, and the setting powders were really nice. But I don't know if I saw these show up on my face. So I definitely want to try it here with my tools and see if it was just maybe the tools I brought or if they actually were that light. So, and this was a warning I had gotten about the pink blush. So maybe it's just the formula of it. And then obviously Gimme Brow. They've seen some days, haven't they? But I use this pretty much every day. I wore makeup. And that's what I ended up using on my trip. I'm not going on any more trips for a little while, so this will die. This kind of content will die down for a minute. But once I start traveling a little bit more again, I will definitely be showing you what I bring and what I don't bring with me on these trips. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to stay tuned. I do have some new products I'm going to be playing with, and I'll let you know what I'm playing with. And I just genuinely enjoy having y'all here. I've been getting a lot more comments on some of my shorts, which I really appreciate. I have enjoyed talking to y'all. Make sure to check me out on Instagram. It is CAPT_IVATING_makeup. That's captivating makeup with 2 underscores. Make sure to check me out. All right. I adore all of y'all that came here to watch my content today. I appreciate all the love I've been getting on shorts, and you guys are doing your best, and I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.